like that, but I don't want you touching the
But
holes.
wait,
It's gonna work.
what's this like? Then let's use that.
Yeah, just
Oh,
don't.
wait. Then
No. Actually, right now we're not doing it because y'all playing with each other. So you guys should come back here.
let's keep it. This way you got some right. You got some right here. This way you got some. I need one too.
Okay.
You need it. No, you don't need one because you can't see.
After hit, I'm thinking he did it. Wait, hold on. You play right now?
Just guys, and I was just bragging about it.
This is a break.
She like came in.
Okay, hold on.
We have such an amazing RTL process, like art specialization.
Rock, paper, scissors are Ernest and Eric.
You're carrying basket. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, you're doing it.
Alright, so he's second and
Because it's hard for me to see because I know.
Wait, who's second?
Look.
Wait, who's second? Me?
Everybody. First, second, third. I'm going to put the points on the board.
Oh. It's alright. My turn.
I'm keeping points.
I'm second. I'm second. Wait, first. Oh, I'm here.
Other rule I forgot.
How do you read that?
No, you didn't.
7, again, I think you use better strategy.
If you shoot and you make it, you get a second shot.
Oh, yeah. I did it. No, you didn't. You missed.
You didn't miss.
Good job. Alright, next one.
Be
Fill in the
nervous.
blank to complete the equivalent fraction sentence. Draw a picture if you need you to help you.
Watch me. Are you going to use this strategy where you put a number in your way and count
So you're
on?
multiplying 4 times 2. Same mistakes another group I saw. You're right. You're multiplying times 2, but what's
It's
4
just a
times
no-friendly
2?
competition. You don't get anything for making it or not making it.
So it's not what you're multiplying.
We're already going to stop that.
They missed a lot too, Eric. Don't.
And the reason why is if you do 4, 6,
Nice. Eric.
which is why I like to draw a picture on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You shaded 4. What could I do to this picture to get 12? How could I decompose that? Okay, draw a line across and see what happens. Okay, what do you have now? You have 12, so how many are shaded in?
What happened yesterday?
He made it. He missed the last house right there. The last house right there. Now he
I did more than I needed to. Yep. Great. Next one, what digit is in the 10,000s place in that number? Which I'm going to ask you to read out.
double tap with one finger. See, y'all good at it.
Because you're doing a good job.
No, we put you right there.
First, where's the 10,000s place in that number?
You did that, yeah. I made it. I was
So
right
write the
here.
digit.
You want to be back there.
Now let's practice reading it.
It's supposed to be on the sticky.
Yeah, I supposed to be on the
On the sticky.
Just
Wait, you read it? No. I really read
Very good. Now, last one, this is going to be the trickiest one. It says find the perimeter of an octagon where each side is 8 yards long. Do you need to know how to draw an octagon to solve this problem? Do you know?
What is it?
Okay, do you need to know how to draw an octagon to solve this problem?
Look, when the time
How do you find perimeter?
I have 12 pencils. I give some to my, I give 7.
Perimeter is the outside, so what do? We have to,
Take each shot and go in order.
what operation do we need to do?
Eric is gonna
Okay,
finish
an
this
octagon's
shot.
like a stop sign, but what do we do if we're going to do perimeter? Perimeter is the outside of a shape. What do you do
Stop.
to find it?
Eric.
Good, you add all the sides. So how many sides does an octagon have? You told me it looks like a stop
This is
sign.
important. I
How
want
many
you to
sides does an octagon have? What animal did I tell you that we have an octagon?
Okay. Don't. So Kevin doesn't have any points either. You're not the only one.
How many sides do you think it has?
This.
You want to know
Now
how
make it
Right, it has 8.
Oh.
When we think about an octopus, oct means 8. So you don't need to know how to draw it, so we're not going to spend time trying to frustrate ourselves drawing it. We're going to write
Last
8
shot.
sides because you told me that we add all the sides. And what is each side of the octagon in this problem? What does it tell us in the problem?
Go back.
How many sides? It says that each side is the same. 8 yards long. So what's going on each line?
No, it's your turn. Your second is correct. He did not. I said he was finishing up because he was the last one.
Want to skip
Fair
over
is
my
fair.
good?
Try to bear with everybody.
So you were just doing something really cool and unique.
I made it before.
I have 12 pencils.
It's a 10 right here.
I
This
did
is a 10.
7.
So what were you just doing? You're adding 8 all these times. But how many 8s do you have?
12 pencils.
Nope. Give me short.
How else could you write this sentence?
You're so close.
Okay.
It's a
You're so
repeated
close.
addition
Counting
That's
down.
the strategy.
Don't you shoot that bomb.
How many times are you adding?
You can shoot it to me. I'm counting
Are you
down.
adding? How many 8s do you have?
Me.
6, 7, 8.
I need the ball. Go, Captain.
So you have 8 groups of
Here we
8
go.
groups
This
of
is
8.
the test right here. This is the test right here. The desk needs to be put back in the test. 30 seconds. Don't rush. 30, 29,
Aiden.
28,
So what is your answer? 64 what?
26,
What's our unit?
25, 24,
Yard.
23.
So make sure you write this, because this is exactly the math that you
Get your
just
desk when
did.
I finish counting. 21,
You're right, you could have added these two at a time, but you had a different strategy. You were skip
19.
counting.
See,
When you skip counted, you were multiplying 8 times 8.
17,
So show this work so you know, because that's going to come up again.
14, 12.
Maybe I'll give you a different shape next time.
Good.
Maybe I'll give you the
I have 12
octagon.
Okay.
pencils. Fill it in.
Everybody check your desk, make sure you have a pencil and eraser.
Yes. I won.
Yeah.
All
Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to review real quickly things that we know about comparing. When we do that, we're going to go
You have
through
never left the process.
identifying.
I want to keep going.
No, because when you were playing basketball, you
Okay,
were cool.
so we learned about different
Now
types of
that I said
fractions, right?
over, now you want to say, I want to.
Alright.
I took time to get.
We learned about proper fractions,
So let's not do that.
improper fractions, and mixed numbers. Okay,
Fair with you.
what do you know about a mixed number?
Ernest,
Clear about your lines.
I'm glad you won. Relax.
I just got one.
This is your job. I'm going to dismiss you. Okay.
Lines with this pen. Ready?
Well,
What do we call this big number? What does that mean?
This has a partner.
This is a mixed number, but what does that bigger number mean? It's all,
This time.
it's a whole number, and then this is just a,
Just
it's just a fraction, a proper fraction. What about an improper fraction?
Said that like 5 times.
Right here.
Let's
Let's read the definitions in the numerator.
Alright, take that to Ms. Jackson.
Larger.
I put a time on that, so you're going now. I put a time on that. Get up there, my son. Get up there.
Yeah,
Be up
so
there the next.
this numerator is gonna be bigger than the denominator that you have. It's gonna actually be more than that. A proper fraction is smaller than 1. Smaller than a whole. Okay, I'm going to show you some numbers. You're going to read them. They're either going to be whole numbers, which we know a whole number is just a number on a
Oh, I'm
just like a number like this, or this, or this, or this.
You got it? Walk.
So the number is either going to be a whole number, a proper fraction, improper fraction, or a mixed number. This one. What is that? Look at it again. That's 16. Okay, it's 15/4 of whole number, proper fraction, improper fraction, or mixed number.
I have 12 pencils. I
There you
give
go.
7 to my friends.
Next one.
Teddy too.
And why is it a mixed number?
Because it's on the side
So which one is our number set?
and the one
Very good, you did it. Nice work.
is improper fraction.
Yes, there you go.
I
Nice
need the
work.
sixes on the side.
So a mixed number
Okay,
is a
Aiden,
whole
circle the
number
bigger number.
and
Should we grade it?
and just the proper fraction. Okay, next one. How do I say that?
6 and 3/6.
Very nice.
And that's a
Mixed number.
good.
9 and 1/7 is a mixed number.
What's your
2/4 is a proper fraction number.
Proper, just the proper fraction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Proper fraction.
Is this number bigger than a whole or smaller than a whole? Smaller than 1.
1.
What's that?
9 fifths
Sally has
is
$12
improper fraction.
Ann has $20.
And why is it improper
How many
fraction?
more
Because the
dolls
9
does
because the
Ann
biggest
have than
number
Sally? Think about what
is
you
on the top and the smallest number is on the bottom.
What do we call the top of the fraction?
Okay.
Numerator,
What do we call the bottom?
denominator.
Very good. What's that?
7
Is it, what's
is
that?
a whole number.
Mhm.
2 is 1/6 is a mixed number
Why is it a mixed number?
because the 2 is out and it
But
and
she was a,
Oh, hi.
it is a mixed, listen, it is a mixed number because it has a whole number and a fraction.
it is a mixed number because they have a whole number and a fraction.
Yep.
Group, but I would
It's
really
mixed.
appreciate
Okay, next one.
kind of
9
touching base.
19/8
What kind of number is that?
a improper
Okay,
fraction.
yeah, can I
Very
come back
good.
in about 10 minutes?
7/4
Okay, thank you so
is a
much.
proper fraction.
A proper or?
Oh no, it's a mixed fraction. Improper
I
fraction.
still can't see.
And
Because
why?
the 7
Sally
is the
has
biggest
$12.
and the 4
Ann
is
has
the smallest.
$20. How
So
many
the
more
7, so the
dollars
biggest
does
number is going to go on the
Ann
top
have
and the
than
smallest
Sally?
number is going to go on the
Aiden, pick a
bottom.
side or Miss Isaac?
Nice complete sentences.
3 and 1/2
Okay, so we're
is
asking how
a
many
mixed
more
number.
dollars
Very good. We're gonna switch
does
real quick
Ann
now. We're gonna
have
read
than Sally?
some number comparison
has
sentences
20.
and then we'll get into.
Sally has
Sorry,
12.
how do I read that?
6, 8,
Yeah. If that works
1,
for you.
8 is less than
12
7,
plus,
8.
look
Good.
at your number sentences.
2, 6
12 plus
is less
20
than
equals 8?
2/5.
Mm-hmm.
1, 8 less than
Is
2,
that
8.
correct?
I'm not going to your side.
Try
5
again.
tenths equal
again, bud.
to 1/2.
Good. When we have two fractions that are equal or the same, do you remember what we called it? There's another special name. Almost sounds like equal.
Let's try one more time.
No, not equations, close.
Equal parts.
Close. Maybe if I write it, you'll see it.
What number is that? 20 looks like this.
Equivalent.
2.
Yes, equivalent. So that's a more
Okay, you're doing great.
fancy way to say equal.
What's your number? Just tell me your words so that it's my ticket.
Less than 1
What's your number, son?
1/2.
Good.
1/3 greater than 1/4.
Good.
1
20 what? Plus or
half greater than 1/3.
20 plus
1/8 less than 1/3.
what? Look at what you
4
did.
eighths less than 6
This is
eighths.
20 and this is 12.
1/2
This is 8.
more
So what's your
than
number
1.
sentence? You can do this.
1/2 greater than 1/3.
Good.
Nice.
3/4 is equal to 6 eighths.
Good. What do we call these kind of fractions again?
Equate.
You gotta finish it.
Equivalent. Your turn.
What is your number sentence?
Yes, very
Is it
good.
plus or
Gorgeous.
minus?
Okay. All right, we're gonna review real quick up here. We learned how to compare fractions. We learned two different ways. We learned to find a common
Denominator.
denominator. Okay, so they have the same denominator. That means they have the same number of parts. What are the parts here? What?
4.
Fourths. So then I can look at the numerator.
Numerator.
And so 2/4 is less than 3/4 because 3 is bigger than
Kaden,
4.
that's not how you're
Or
gonna
3 is
figure
bigger
this
than
out.
2. They have the
Do you
same
wanna
number
skip and
of
come back?
parts. Okay, then we also looked at how to find a common
Is it gonna be plus or take away?
numerator,
Numerator.
the top number. What is this split into?
Fifth.
You gotta show me
Fifths. This is
everything.
split into
Halves.
halves. Since this is split into fifths, how many parts are there?
5.
5. Since this is split into halves, how many parts are there?
2.
2.
Okay, we've got 12.
Since there's fifths here, that means there's more parts. But what do we know about the size of the parts? They are,
Getting smaller.
they're getting smaller. The more you partition, the smaller it gets.
Yeah.
Here you have less parts, but they are
bigger.
bigger. Okay? we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go practice the trick that we learned upstairs a little bit to kind of help us. So you are gonna get a piece of paper. You're gonna fold it in half. So we're almost using our fraction words to help us fold it right in half like this.
Just think in your brain, what's the best number sentence?
Yeah, hot dog style. You will open it up. You will write a line right down the middle of the crease.
Yep, we take deep breaths, we do the turtle.
So we split it in half, right?
We tell ourselves, I can do this. I know it's hard, but I can do this. You ready, Aiden?
Okay. Then I wanted you to take it and I want you to draw 4 lines, and then I want you to tell me how many parts we have.
Well, you need to focus then, okay?
So you're gonna make it look like
People
mine.
need to cry and feel better, and then they'll do their very best.
You might have to split them now. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, show me how you
How many parts do we have now?
There you go. That was perfect, Hayden.
5.
Keep it up. Good job showing never give up even when it gets hard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. What's the fractional unit of that?
That's perfect. You got it right. Good job,
You said we had 10 parts. What do we call that?
Never give up even when it got hard. And you were
Tenths. Okay. So in your packet, I want you to get to this. We're gonna do 10 problems. We're gonna do it the butterfly method that we just learned upstairs. Okay. I'm gonna model one first to remind ourselves what we're gonna do. Okay. So here's an example. I have 7 7/8, and I'm going to compare it to 3/4. Okay, first of all, do we have a common denominator?
No.
No. Do we have a common numerator?
No.
What are we going to do? We don't know how to do that yet, right? We haven't learned that, but we started to learn a little bit of it upstairs. Butterfly way. I'm another color. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to cross. Here we go. 3 and 8, and then I'm going to go all the way here. What's 3 times 8?
24.
Whoa.
Good counting. So I'm going to put my 24 directly beneath there. Okay, then I'm going to do what? I'm going to go from 7 to 4 and go right there. So it almost looks like a lace there, a little butterfly. So 7 times 4 is what?
You're almost done with your test. This is your very last question.
28. Okay.
20, take away
So now I see that I have 28 here and I have 24 here. 28 is bigger, it's greater than 24. So my mouth is going to face
Okay, tell me
towards the 28. That means that which fraction is bigger, 7/8 or 3/4?
7/8.
7/8. So when I rewrite it up here, I have 7/8 is bigger than 3/4. Now if I take this, I'm just going to check my work with this.
Which one is big?
So I got 7/8, right? So I'm going to go down to my eighths.
Okay, so tell me
1,
tell me
2,
full
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we get 3/4. 1,
the biggest number. That's
2, 3. Is 7/8 bigger than 3/4?
20 take away 12 is what?
Yes.
Nice.
Make sense?
Double
You
check.
ready to try?
Yeah.
Grab.
Double check.
You can grab 2 colors out of there. And we're going to do it on our sheet.
You're almost there, Ian. You're almost
So what we're going to do on our sheet is we're going to make sure we transfer over this, like what our final answer is, but we're going to rewrite the problem here, okay? Then we'll rewrite it in pencil, and then we'll use the colored pencils to cross multiply, okay? So first one, let's read the fractions that we're comparing.
7, 8, 7, 11.
And
7.
good, okay, let's write them. 7/11,
Show me that you're
7/10,
Okay.
and I'll get my colors out. Okay, so when we're doing this, are we multiplying these two numbers?
Biggest number.
Yes. I mean, no.
No. Are we multiplying
One more
this number and this number?
Yes.
So we're doing this.
No.
Okay. What are we doing?
One more.
We're going from 7
Alright, you ready for
to
your last one?
11.
We're gonna go from 7 to 11 like this.
No.
Okay.
Favorite food. because she collected pizza, 5 of